and I want to bring Sara in. Sara is one of the young people, one of our young ambassadors, in fact. And Sara, let's see if you appear on screen.
Hi.
You're on. There we go. You're on mute at the moment. Wonderful. Oh, I heard you, and then you disappeared. Sara, I've got a few questions for you, which I want to link to kind of how you were introduced to your mentor, and then we'll link. I know that we'll link back to kind of the positive activities that form perhaps part of the kind of common life that John's talking about. So, Sara, when did you meet your mentor? When were you introduced?
I was introduced to my mentor in 2019 through my school. I did an activity with Nick Brewer. It was a mental health campaign or something like that.
Okay, so you saw that video that we played at the beginning. That's the start of our workshops, and we run a workshop based on that. Why did you want or need a mentor?
I think my school recommended it to me just because I was struggling at school with my mental health due to like personal experiences, and I didn't really enjoy counseling. It wasn't that personal, so I think I just needed to build a friendship with my mentor rather than a more professional relationship.
That's interesting. That's a key point actually about kind of the role that perhaps youth workers play as opposed to kind of more professional or qualified clinicians. So you've been struggling, this was in year 11, right?
Yeah.
And you've been struggling with your mental health. You'd lost a friend under fairly grave circumstances.
Yeah.
So what happened to your friend?
So I think it was in 2018, 2019, my friend got stabbed by some people that were actually at my school in my year group, which and they kind of involved me into it, even though I wasn't like part of it. So that's when I was introduced to my mentor to kind of like explore my emotions because of that event.
Right, okay, and that would be pretty traumatic. I understand you weren't at the scene when the fatality happened, but because the young people that were involved in stabbing your friend were at your school, once you were associated with the victim, then that started to kind of tarnish you. And so how did that impact you kind of going to lessons and your kind of general mental health?
I just isolated myself, especially from the people at school, because I wasn't sure who I could trust with the information that I had to tell. So I just kind of leaned towards making more friendships with adults, especially my mentor, who kind of understood what I went through because she had similar experiences.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. And I'm glad that your mentor could help you so they were relatable. And actually, I want to bring Ethan in. So, Sara, thank you very much for sharing with us. Ethan, you also had a mentor. Why did you want a mentor?
I think it was a couple of years ago. I was very anxious and very down in myself, and it was leading me to pathways which I didn't think I could really get out of.
And did that impact your thoughts?
Yeah, so I was having suicidal thoughts, thinking that I'd no way out and it would be the only way. So I kind of needed someone to talk to, but I just didn't know how to ask.
Yeah, gosh, that's horrible. And how did that impact you going to school?
I was very anxious in my travel, being around a lot of people, especially due to COVID times. There was something about me that I just wanted to be alone while I was moving around everywhere, and especially with all the news of people getting stabbed, etc. It just wasn't really sitting with me perfectly.
And how did your mentor help you?
Me and my mentor, our relationship clicked almost instantly because we had the same hobbies, same interests, and it just meant I could actually talk to someone who would understand me a little bit better.
Brilliant. Cool. That's fantastic. And how are you doing now?
I'm doing really well. I'm working. I'm attending college regularly and actually making it on time, which is a big plus.
Good. Well done. Well done. And Ethan actually works at the gym where I swim occasionally. So that's fantastic. Well done, Ethan.